Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode of Let's Play Diablo for the Sony PlayStation. Playing the PlayStation version of this game because A, I do not have a way of recording PC footage as of right now, and B, getting the PC version to run on a quad-core machine is probably a massive pain in the ass anyway. So I bought this version off of eBay, and I kind of wanted to buy this again because I had this and I used to play this a fair amount back in the day. Let's skip that. And I kind of like this version. If you want to see the intro video, you can watch the first video is the prologue, which has which I sit and go through all the books in this game. And the books that give all the backstory and lore. It's like 40 minutes long because there's just that much backstory. Volume adjust, yeah. Controller setup. Attack. Action. Cast spells. Toggle. Speed spell book. View auto map. Quick health, quick mana. Okay. Just looking through that, but anyway. In this game, it's one player. You have 3 characters to choose from. The warrior, and if you're playing as a warrior, it's the easiest class to start out as. But it's not necessarily the easiest to finish out as. That's probably the mage, the sorcerer. Who, honestly, the sorcerer, if you build him right, can be very overpowered. And you have the rogue, which is the female character in this, and the rogue is, she uses bows. So that's kind of cool. She's a long-ranged, stronger, and with the warrior, strength is your most important skill. With the rogue, dexterity is your most important skill. And you have the sorcerer, who his most important skill is magic. You definitely want a lot of magic because you're going to want as much mana as you possibly can. You're not going to have much in the way of health playing as the sorcerer, so you're going to rely on things like Mana Shield, which is a spell in this game that causes damage taken from enemies to go to your mana pool instead of your health pool. But the magic system in this game is more geared toward the PC version because you click on enemies and it casts it. In this version, you walk with the directional pad and attack with the X button. So that's different. Because that's different, I'm going to play as a warrior. And I just finished this game, the PC version, on my server, which is a 32-bit computer. It's not a dual core, it's a single core. So, not a dual core or quad core or anything else, it's a single core. So, this game runs fine on that. I might be able to record the PC version from that. I haven't tried because I don't have a way of recording the PC version. Wait, no. That wasn't spelled right. But I was playing as a sorcerer. And I got him to level 27, and I managed to beat the game at level 27. Beating the game on PC is significantly easier if you choose to do glitch in it that lets you duplicate items, because you can find items in this game that just instantly up any stat you have by 1, and you duplicate that over and over and over again, and you can just infinitely increase your stats for about 50 gold coins a piece. Really cheap to do, very easy to do, and you get a much stronger character very, very quickly out of it doing that. But this PlayStation version, this is going to be legit. And you'll notice right off the bat, this does not look as sharp as the PC version. It also does not sound as sharp as the PC version. But let's walk around and introduce ourselves to the townsfolk, shall we? Here's Farnham the town drunk.
Drinking peace?
Bring the fall friggin' geese. Let's talk to Farnham. Gossip.
What is a kid with more problems than him and me? And I know all about problems. Listen here, that kid's got a sweet deal. Well, he's been there, you know, lost a leg. Gotta walk around on a piece of wood. So sad. So sad.
When there's dialogue going on, I'm going to try to not talk. Let's go talk to Adria over here. The blue, by the way, is your mana, and the red is your life. The life is going to be much more important if you're playing as a warrior. This is a nice touch that isn't in the PlayStation version. You see my reflection in the water there. That is not, or that's not in the PC version, rather. Let's go talk to Adria over here. Yo, Adria! That's a terrible impression.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
She is where you will get magic items, or items that up your magic, like up your mana pool. So if you drain your mana, you can go get potions of mana from her. You can also get staves, and you can sell staves to her. She'll also sell books sometimes. Let's just talk gossip.
The greatest power is often the shortest lived. You may find ancient words of power written upon scrolls of parchment. The strength of these scrolls lies in the ability of either apprentice or adept to cast them with equal ability. Their weakness is that they must first be read aloud and can never be kept at the ready in your mind. Know also that these scrolls can be read but once, so use them with care.
Seeing as how Adria deals in the game's magic system and everything, we're not going to be talking to her all that often as a warrior, but I think it's important to at least introduce ourselves to her. Let's go introduce ourselves to the rest of the townsfolk. Here we have Cain the Elder.
My friend, stay a while.
If you find magic items in the levels of this game, you can bring them to him, and he will identify them for you for $100. Magic items will usually be good, but it is possible to get things that negatively affect you.
Oh, Jillian is a fine woman, much adored for her high spirits and her quick laugh. She holds a special place in my heart. She stays on at the tavern to support her elderly grandmother, who is too sick to travel. I sometimes fear for her safety, but I know that any man in the village would rather die than see her harmed.
We will introduce ourselves to her in just a little bit. Let's talk to Blacksmith Griswold.
Oh, what can I do for you?
You will buy weapons and armor from him. Basic items are items that do not have magic power. Premium items do. If it is blue there, that means it has magic power. Basic items, just basic stuff. No magic power. But we're here to talk to him.
Oh, Jillian is a nice lass. Shame that her gammer is in such poor health, or I would arrange to get both of them out of here on one of the trading caravans.
We will be talking to him a lot over the course of this game and trading items with him. Pepin, the healer.
What ails you, my friend?
You will buy mana or health potions from him.
While I use some limited forms of magic to create the potions and elixirs I store here, Adria is a true sorceress. She never seems to sleep, and she always has access to many mystic tomes and artifacts. I believe her hut may be much more than the hovel it appears to be, but I can never seem to get inside the place.
Okay. A few more people to talk to. This is Ogden, the tavern owner. He runs the Tavern of the Rising Sun.
Thank goodness you've returned. Much has changed since you lived here, my friend. All was peaceful until the Dark Riders came and destroyed our village. Many were cut down where they stood, and those who took up arms were slain or dragged away to become slaves, or worse. The church at the edge of town has been desecrated and is being used for dark rituals. The screams that echo in the night are inhuman, but some of our townsfolk may yet survive. Follow the path that lies between my tavern and the blacksmith's shop to find the church and save who you can. Perhaps I can tell you more if we speak again. Good luck.
He dishes out a little bit of backstory there. He says that you are originally from this town and that you have returned after it at the time, and there are dark riders traveling the roads, and things have gone to shit.
Good day. How may I serve you?
This is Jillian, who Kane just mentioned.
Kane has been the storyteller of Tristram for as long as I can remember. He knows so much, and can tell you just about anything. About almost everything.
One more person to talk to. And it's the kid that Farnham mentioned, so let's go over here. He's like way the fuck over here by himself. Go across this little bridge. Up here. You, let's talk. Work the peg-led boy.
Over here. I guess I owe the blacksmith my life. What there is of it. Sure, Griswold offered me an apprenticeship at the smithy. He's a nice enough guy, but I'll never get enough money to... Well, let's just say that I have definite plans that require a large amount of gold.
I'm sure you do work. You can gamble on items with him. He always has some item that he's carrying with him, and the only way that you get to know what he has is if you pay him 50 gold. And sometimes he's got good stuff, sometimes he doesn't. I practically never bother with it, though. Let's get down to the meat and potatoes of this game now that we've introduced ourselves to everyone, though. Oh, there's someone dying outside of the church. Let's talk to them.
Please, listen to me. The Archbishop Lazarus. He led us down here to find the lost prince. The bastard led us into a trap. Now everyone is dead, killed by a demon he called the Butcher. Avenge us! Find this Butcher and slay him, so that our souls may finally rest.
And there's a bit more backstory for you, and the guy's dead now, but there's a bit more backstory for you. There's an archbishop named Lazarus who... There is a king. The king has a son. The king's son is missing. There's an archbishop in this area named Lazarus. Lazarus led a party. They got slaughtered by a demon called the Butcher. Now let's enter and find out what awaits us at the levels below the cathedral. Loading. Load times. Don't you love them? What? No? You don't? I usually actually play this game with the
sanctity of
map
this place
on.
has been fouled.
But that would probably get annoying doing it for a whole Let's Play, so I'm going to try to avoid doing that. But I'm going to at least bring it up on occasion so I don't get lost. Now, you saw I fought a skeleton and a zombie, and then I fought the fallen one there. And fallen ones are annoying because, well, they're easy to kill. But they are annoying in that they run away from you. If there's groups of them and you kill one of them, the rest run away. And that is very annoying. But the way this game works is you have 16 levels to travel through to beat it. And the deeper into the labyrinth you go, the harder the levels get, as you might imagine. And I got a magic item. Let's open up my inventory. Hit select to bring that up. Hit hold to read that. Short staff of readiness. That's not bad. But every single time you start a new game, every single level of the dungeon is going to be randomly generated, and you're not going to necessarily get the exact same quests every single time. There are a set number of quests in this game, but it varies from one thing to the next, one game to the next, what quests it will give you. And I just gained a level, so let's hit select, character info. 2 on strength, 1 on magic, 1 on dexterity, 1 on vitality.
I don't have a spell ready.
Fallen. What's that? Rags. I'll go back and identify that later. But basically you travel through this game, hacking and slashing every single enemy that gets in your way. Let's put on that cap, shall we? Not very good defense, but at least it's defense. And you'll have barrels that you can slash. And the environment and the look of the environment changes every 4 levels in this game. So you'll get through 4 levels and you'll do it. But you don't want to just run through this game. Take your time with it, because if you run through it, you're going to eventually get your ass handed to you. So you want to run through the same levels multiple times so that you will gain experience. And gain levels and get stronger and be like level 30 or 40 or whatever by the time you get down far enough to take down Diablo. Right now I'm going to go repair my items and sell a couple items and go back to town. And you're going to be doing this a lot too. Going back to town, identifying items, selling stuff. And this first episode's probably going to be pretty long. Just, I want to get through level 1 of the dungeon. And I'll probably run through level 1 of the dungeon again in my second episode, just to gain a little bit more experience. But hey, I reached level 2. That's something. Alright, Kane, let's go talk to Kane. So he identifies stuff for us. And we have an item that we want to identify. Let's go talk to Adria first, though, because I will get that out of the way. I'll go sell that staff I found to her and get a little bit of gold. Gold's important. Although gold also takes up space in your inventory, so you have to balance that carefully.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
I don't have a spell ready.
You have to balance between items you're carrying in your inventory, which is usually stuff you're just going to come up and sell anyway, and gold in your inventory, because gold takes up space in your inventory. It's one of the things they improved with Diablo 2. You can just stick that crap in your stash and you're good to go.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Alright, 11 to hit points. It's not bad for rags early in this game. That does slightly more damage, so let's do that.
Well, what can I do for you?
So that club, so that short sword and that club, and go back. Repair items for me, would you?
I don't have a spell ready.
Now let's go back to the labyrinth. And I'm going to keep going basically until I finish level 1. I really like this music too. I love the music and the setting and the themes and everything in Diablo. It really creates a very dark and brooding and serious atmosphere that kind of goes on throughout the rest of the series and works very well in the game's favor. And a whole lot of the story and backstory to this ties itself in with like Catholicism and Christianity and whatnot. You got the Nephilim and you've got angels and demons and stuff. But we're in a world called Sanctuary, actually. And, well, if you want the backstory, you can watch my first video. I'm not here to explain in detail all that stuff. But I love the pounding drums here, and the chanting, and just how moody and atmospheric it all is. It really works well in the game's favor. Pick up that saber. Open that. Kill you. You. Die before you run away from me. I did not give you permission to continue to live. Scroll of Identity. Staff of Healing. I'm just picking up everything in the dungeon right now because starting out this game can be very hard. Getting gold can be very tough. So your best option is to just pick up every item you see and just sell it all for gold until you have a decent amount. And then you'll eventually get to the point where collecting 10,000 gold is nothing in this game. Like once you reach the lower levels, the labyrinth, level 10, level 11, stuff like that. It's so easy to collect gold on those levels. You see the fallen run away from me? I hate that. And you have to go chase him down. Oh, and that's another thing. There are traps in this game. Barrels will explode. Fucking chests in the dungeon will trigger things, but what really makes this game so addicting is you can play as 3 different characters, so there's 3 different ways to play through this game. I just gained another level. Alright. And B, as you travel throughout the dungeon, it's a constant system. The game is constantly rewarding you for everything you do. So, like, you will be walking through and you'll just get gold and weapons and armor and helmets and rings and books. And this game kind of invented that type of gameplay where it's just like constantly getting new loot. Some good, some bad, but it makes you want to continue to look for the perfect item or a better item for your character just to make him more powerful. I said I would not travel everywhere with the I said I would not travel everywhere with the mini-map on, and then I wound up doing it anyway. So if I catch myself doing that, I'm sorry. I know that's can be kind of annoying. But I am going to pull it up from time to time so I can see exactly where I'm going. Oh, in the bubble there, on this version, that is the skill that you currently have equipped. Just so you know. You see how this game is constantly rewarding me with gold and other items? That's what it does. That's part of why it's just so fun and addicting. And Diablo 2 is even better. Just because they improve so much on various mechanics and add new things in that just make it a more fun experience. I mean, it's more varied in enemy types. It's more varied in environment types. It has more classes to play as. And every single class has their own set of skills that you level up instead of dealing with spell books, so everybody can learn the same spells like they do in this game. Which gives you a minimum of 21 different character types that you can play as, and that is just insane. And when I was playing it, I became a master of almost all of them. It's a shrine. I don't like shrines because I don't have like some kind of list of what all the different shrines do. Some of them harm you, some of them improve your stats. You never really know what a shrine is going to do. And because some of them harm you, I just tend to avoid them altogether. I really don't like shrines. But if you want to take the risk, it's there. I tend to ignore them. Is that everything? I do believe I have killed everything. Yep, I have killed everything in this labyrinth, so let's go up and sell stuff and call it a video, shall we? And I won't make you watch me sell stuff all the time. In fact, I'm probably going to do a lot more heavy editing to this Let's Play, because you don't want to watch me go through all of the same levels over and over and over again just for the sole purpose of gaining one more level to be a bit more powerful, do you? If you want to see that, let me know down below, but I tend to think that you probably don't want to see that. So, more than likely I'm not going to show it to you unless you ask me to, so let me know. But this definitely is going to be a different kind of Let's Play than Doom was. I don't have set levels because every single one is randomly generated every single time I start a new character. So I can't really run through it one level at a time and have each level be another video.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while.
Nothing to identify. Staff. Rags. Huh. Two. 1 through 8. 1 through 8. Okay. Nope.
Wow,
Nothing worth
what can I
keeping.
do for you?
Saber, cap, rags, cloak. Drop that. Keep the scroll of identify. Let's stock our belt. With things more useful to us than mana potions. There we go. And let's go sell our staff and call it a video. And yeah, this one's significantly longer than I thought it was going to be. God damn. 30 minutes already. I guess that's largely because I spent a lot of time just talking and introducing myself to people, which... No, I won't have to do that. I got that out of the way. No, I don't want to buy stabs. I want to sell stabs. Okay. 1,000 gold. And that's it. That's it. Thank you everybody for watching. Let's save my character. Reading memory card. Memory card slot 1. I don't have one in slot 2. Character's been saved. Press X to continue. And that's it. Thank you everybody for watching this episode of Let's Play Diablo. Please like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would be greatly appreciated. And we will talk to you guys next week. Thanks everybody. Bye.